We are. We're gonna do a Hearthstone arena run. This is the first time I'm actually gonna Twitch any game besides poker. For people who know me in poker, hold on. Let me get this off here. So I'm a professional poker player. I've been playing 15 years, and it's not because I love poker more than all these other games. It's just because poker pays better than trying to grind out Magic the Gathering. We kind of have seen this trend in poker for other professional gamers to enter into the poker arena, just because with the luck factor in poker being what it is, it's easier to get people willing to put up a grand or $1,500 or $10,000 to match their poker skills against my poker skills. One thing about Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, StarCraft 2, the fact is the skill level is so much higher as far as skill and luck mix. There's just not a lot of luck when it comes down to StarCraft 2. I'm sure that there's some. You can make an argument that the neurons firing in each opponent's head is there's luck in that involved in the decision making they do. They'll take risks that might or might not pan out, but really there's no luck in StarCraft. Come on, it's like darts. It's like pool. There's no luck in pool. So it's kind of hard to get people to be willing to gamble on games where there's not that luck element. So I still kind of dabble in these games like Hearthstone, and I love Hearthstone. Yeah, and so legit Matthew says still a lot of variance in Hearthstone, especially Arena. Absolutely. Hearthstone has more in common with poker than chess. Absolutely. But we both have to agree that there's probably less luck in Hearthstone than poker. The chances of a pro Hearthstone player beating me is so much higher than me being able to beat a pro Hearthstone player at poker. So so God's Hubris, arena variance is crazy. I could see Dutch being really good at constructed if you really tried. I really prefer arena. Coming from a Magic the Gathering background, my favorite thing was limited tournaments where you'd have a draft or a sealed tournament. So and we're not on a delay, so this is kind of cool being able to just talk to you without the 3-minute delay, guys. Good to see you in the chat, so chant. Let's get this party going. So basically arena is it's kind of like Magic the Gathering, only free. It doesn't have as many cards. Every day they give you quests that you can do, which are kind of like daily quests in Warcraft, where you can build up gold. Right now I've got enough gold for 3 arena runs. I haven't played that much arena. I've done maybe 40 runs. I have a 12-win run under my belt, and my win percentage when I started tracking it, right now it's at 68.32%, which is pretty good. Better than average. One thing I've kind of noticed though, yeah, Dutch, you don't know what you're talking about. The amount of times people top deck streamers for lethal is so often. I understand that there is a lot of luck in arena. The fact that I have a 12-win run is demonstrative of that. But I think that the amount of luck in Hearthstone and arena has to be less than poker. It just has to be. You have to agree with that, right, God's Hubris? So one thing that I've noticed about arena though is it's kind of like poker in that you have to there is a game selection element to Hearthstone, where depending on when you play, what day of the week, and what time, you're going to be running against much tougher competition. And right now we're after midnight. All the kids are in bed. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So let's get started. Let's just do this. We'll click on arena. We're going to get started. And generally, the people who know what they're doing like to see mage is probably the most powerful arena class. What is there? 9 classes in WoW right now. So the top tier class is mage, and it's not really that close. Second is paladin. Then you kind of got hunter, and Priest. And a lot of this is because of their board clears. You know, there's a couple of people in chat who know a little bit more about it than I do, so maybe they've you know, can kind of add some here. So between Paladin, Rogue, and Priest, you know, this is pretty much the most important decision you're making in the arena draft. And we're going to go with Paladin. I know Paladin well. What do you guys think? God's Hubris? Anybody have any thoughts here as far as Paladin versus Rogue versus Priest? Because I don't think it's that tough of a decision. We're going Paladin. Okay. God's Hubris. He'll critique after. We're going Paladin. So the way that Arena works is you basically get you put together a deck of 30 random cards, and each round, it's not like Magic the Gathering where you all are opening up the same pack pool and kind of passing them back and forth so you can kind of make your decisions based on what you see past. It's not like that at all. Instead, you get 3 random cards and you choose the best one, basically. So let's get this started. Legit Matthew says that Hunter is near the bottom in Arena. I'd say Rogue is very strong because they do well against Mage. Okay. Let's, between Gnomish Experimenter, Nerubian Egg, and Crazed Alchemist. So the blue there means that this is a rare. It's a rare pick. Your first, your first pick out of the 30 cards that you're going to pick is going to be rare. None of these are really all that great. None of them are like. I'm not really getting too excited about any of these. But we're going to go with Nerubian Egg, just because I think Nerubian Egg might have some synergy down the line with some of the other cards that we have. It also really helps to pop down a Nerubian Egg for for board clears. So we're going Nerubian Egg. I can see an argument for Crazed Alchemist. Gnomish Experimenter, I've just never had really fun times with Gnomish Experimenter. You're basically getting an extra card some of the time, but most of the time your deck is going to be pretty creature heavy, so most of the time you're just getting a 1/1. We'll go with Nerubian Egg, and not the greatest first pick, but it's okay. Maybe God's Hubris can tell me that I made a big mistake there. So here, Hand of Protection gives a minion Divine Shield. That basically means that the minion gets to attack, and the shield's going to absorb 1 hit of damage. Not like 1 point of damage, but like it's good to have, but not to waste a whole card. I'm not wasting a card to have Hand of Protection. Priestess of Elune restores 4 health to your hero, which, I mean, that's kind of good, but you're still looking at a 5/4 for 6 mana. So between these, we're going with the Lost Tall Strider. And we're not loving that either. We don't really think that's huge.
Sweetheart, you should change the name of your
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I changed the name of it.
Oh, okay. Mine
So
Wednesday thing. Okay.
trying to put a Murloc deck together in an arena run is just suicide. Direwolf is okay, but we're liking the Ogre Brute. It fits well with our mana curve. Mana curve basically means what we're trying to do is be able to get the most powerful card out each turn. The way that it works in Hearthstone is that you don't have mana screw. You don't have lands that you got to get out. So God's Hubris disagrees with Matthew, saying that Rogue doesn't do well at Mage, well against Mage at all. I've never really had much luck with Rogue in Arena, but I've had good luck with Paladins and good luck with Mages. So I don't know. Crashbug likes the Crazed Alchemist. I know you might be better than me, but I average 70% with all classes. Legit Matthew, I'm pretty sure 70% is pretty good. So I only have one 12 win under my belt, but I'm doing pretty good as far as percentage-wise goes. So this isn't a very fun pick, really. I mean, Acolyte of Pain is what we're going to take. Iron Break Owl is kind of nice because it silences something. Flying Machine is just a non-starter. You just never pick that. But Acolyte of Pain, I mean, it's not great. Sometimes you can get 2 or 3 cards for it. Maybe I could see popping on, a +4/+4 onto an Alkali Pain. I don't know. Whenever this minion takes damage, what are we taking? We're taking the Alkali Pain. Flying Machine is a bullshit, horrible card. Iron Beak Owl, just okay. And here, Shielded Minibot is one of the better cards for Paladins. And Acidic Swamp Ooze is going to get us out of trouble a lot of the time against Warriors, Rogues, and Ship's Cannon. We're never picking that. So it's between Shielded Minibot and Acidic Swamp Ooze, and between the two, I think that we like Shielded Minibot a little bit better. I mean, we do kind of want to have an Acidic Swamp Ooze in our deck, but you know, the fact is the metagame is pretty important here too. You know, like a lot of people are going to choose Paladin, and they're going to want to have like they're going to want to have like a true silver sword that the ooze is going to help against. I can definitely see an argument for taking the ooze. I'm fine with a Minibot though too. A lot of times you're able to get a 2-for-1 with a Shielded Minibot. You're able to get him, play him early on in the game. Hammer of Wrath is a pretty strong card here, so we take that. And it's one of the more powerful cards in this set, and this is fun. We've got the two great cards for Paladins, Consecration and True Silver Champion, and we don't have either one of them yet. Ideally, we're going to have both of them. And God's Hubris, I don't know if if you're being sarcastic about the Ship's Cannon, I'm not good enough yet to catch on it. So True Silver Champion versus Consecration. We're never picking Avenge. Avenge is okay, but as far as secrets go, it's a decent secret. But True Silver Champion and Consecration, these are like the all-stars, and really we basically have to pick the one that's best. And I think that we go for the True Silver Champion here. So, I hate Explosive Sheep. I think it's an awkward card. I never play it. I never pick it. Cogmaster, kind of has some synergy with Shielded Minibot, but if you can't get it out in the first turn, it's pretty worthless. We don't really have enough mech power to really support at this point. I mean, we can plan on getting a few more mechs in here, but I don't really think this decision is that close. Silverhand Knight is what we're trying to do here. And Grinding Ground asks, are you going to be streaming Poker Play on Saturday? Absolutely. I'm going to be streaming poker every day until I fly out to Minnesota for the Czech Chef Poker Tour.
Are you gonna do
So I might be doing some qualifiers. They've got some main event qualifiers and some of the 1K bracelet event qualifiers. I might try a couple of those. Definitely going to be doing a lot of streaming this this week in Grinding Ground, and I'm going to keep on streaming all the way up until the World Series of Poker. So definitely hit that follow button, and lots of time. So this really isn't much of a choice either. We have a lot of 4-drops, but it doesn't matter. Pretty much anytime you see a Yeti, if there's not a compelling reason not to pick it, you pick it. Yeti's just huge. Okay, so we've got a Sea Giant, which is just a big bad bomb. A huge creature, and the nice thing about the Sea Giant is that you'll be able to get him out eventually. We've got Avenging Wrath, deal 8 damage randomly split among enemy characters. That's great. Being able to do 8 points of damage, that's going to a lot of times be a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-1. And then you got Lay on Hands. So that little purple means that this is epic. And anytime you're able to pick epic cards in an arena draft, it's kind of lucky. I don't know what the chances are, but a lot of times you're going to breeze through an arena draft without even getting a single epic. So, God's Hubris likes the Sea Giant. I like Sea Giant in arena. I mean, I like him. I can't say that I've played him a lot because this decision doesn't come up a lot. Between these three, I think it's really tough. I actually am kind of leaning towards Avenging Wrath, just because I think that it's easier to play, and we'll get it out. It's going to basically clear the board a lot of the time. I think a lot of time you're not really seeing Sea Giant come into play until turn 7, turn 6. And when he does come into play, it's huge. It's huge. Sea Giant. All 3 of these look good. And, normally, if I could have any of these 3 in my deck, I'm feeling happy. Legit Matthew likes to lay on hands, restore 8 health, draw 3 cards. I mean, that's huge. Gives you a nice little bit of card advantage. It can save your ass a lot of the time. We've got the we've got the True Silver Champion, which is gonna be 4 damage that we're able to heal. I'm going Avenging Wrath, you guys. I think that I just they're all good cards, but I think that Avenging Wrath is going to solve a lot of problems, and it can also be a game winner. If you got the guy down to, there's going to be a lot of situations where he's not going to be able to expect 8 damage just coming out of nowhere. So I'm going Avenging Wrath. Crash Bug likes Sea Giant better than Lay on Hands, better than Avenging Wrath. I can understand that. Wow, and now we have another chance at Avenging Wrath, Lay on Hands, or Coghammer. That's kind of fortunate. So we're not going for another Avenging Wrath, okay? This is a choice between Coghammer and Lay on Hands. Now we already have a True Silver Champion. Coghammer is a nice card. Get it out early. Give something Divine Shield. Between Coghammer and Lay on Hands, I think Lay on Hands is probably what we're going to choose here. We don't really want too much of a we don't want too many high casting cost cards. But Lay on Hands, basically, it's like give us, buy us another turn and give us some card advantage. Right now, we don't really have any sort of card drawing engine here, so I think we go with Lay on Hands here. I could definitely see an argument for Coghammer. We're not taking Avenging. We don't want 2 Avenging Wraths. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, we'll go Lay on Hands here. You missed the Coghammer Sea Giant synergy. Yeah, so there is synergy there. Giving a minion Divine Shield, makes it so you're able to get more minions out there. I agree. What do we do? We're going Lay on Hands, guys. Okay, Iron Fur Grizzly, Hand of Protection, Booty Bay Bodyguard. This is going to be an Iron Fur Grizzly. Booty Bay Bodyguard it's kind of a stupid card, 5/4 with Taunt. I'll take a 3/3 with Taunt. It's not a great card, but we'll take it. Coghammer is great. Yeah, okay, so God's Hubris, I thought that you were going to be telling me about my mistakes. I didn't realize that we were going to do this together. I'll definitely, if you got some suggestions, we are in real time, so I'll take it. I don't think that the 1 player for hand applies, right? In Hearthstone. I see, some of the other streams all the time have a couple people. Weapons also give you a bit of card advantage. Legit, Matthew, you're absolutely right. If I didn't already have the True Silver Champion, I would have taken the Coghammer, no doubt. So here, Eye for an Eye, we're not taking that. Redemption, we're not taking that. We're taking a Hammer of Wrath. Here, we're going War Golem, Amani Berserker, Priestess of Elune. We go with the Amani Berserker. Lord of the Arena, Delaran Mage, Abusive Sergeant. You know, it's kind of nice not to have really tough decisions. I don't think this is a tough decision. I think that Abusive Sergeant just is, you know, it's going to be pretty sad if you have to pick that. And spell damage +1 doesn't really do us anything. So we're looking at a Lord of the Arena. It's a big beast with taunt. Angry Chicken. I've never seen that work. I've never seen anybody play an Angry Chicken and actually be able to get him up to a 6-something card. So, Gnomish Experimenter and Master Swordsmith. At the end of your turn, give another random minion +1 attack. We're going with the Master Swordsmith. Both, you know, this is a rare round, so we would have liked to see something better than Master Swordsmith, but yeah. So God's Hubris is. I agree, man. I don't know what was going on in my head. I think that you're probably right that Lay on Hands it takes a clear backseat to the Coghammer. The more I think about it, I mean, by the time it gets to turn 8, a lot of times the match is over. You know, so the more I think about it, the more I think you're right. I think that it probably was just a flat-out mistake. Between these, you know, Argent Protector, I love Argent Protector. I love being able to give something Divine Shield. I feel like one of the strongest plays in the game is starting with Paladin and with a coin, being able to get a 2 out, and then being able to give that 2 Divine Shield with an Argent Protector. So we're going to go with the Argent Protector. Sinjin Shield Master's pretty damn fine. I like that card too. And we don't have a lot of taunt. God's Hubris likes the Argent Protector. Good. I'm glad that we're on the same page there. So Nomoron Infantry, horrible card. Ogre Magi, we've got, you know, we've got enough 4-drops as it is. A 4/4 spell damage +1 isn't going to do us much. So we're going with a Blessing of Might here. It's not great. Yeah, Alcavez, I don't think it was an obvious choice either, because the Sinjin is a strong card. Silver Moon Guardian, a 3/3 with Divine Shield, Light's Justice, or a Bloodsail Raider. Here, you know, this is making me even more sad that we didn't get that Coghammer. I think it's a Bloodsail Raider. And God's Hubris, yep. Giving me some shit about passing that Coghammer. Sludge Belcher's beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. Little Exorcist. Not so much. We don't really have much Death Rattle here. We've got 1, 2... 2 cards with Death Rattle, so we're basically looking at a 2/3 for 3. Young Priestess is just a BS card. This is easy choice, Sludge Belcher. And now we get the Consecration, which is what we like to see. We want at least 1 Consecration in the deck. Gnomish Inventor's alright, not great. Dragonling Mechanic, I think, is one of the more overrated cards in Hearthstone, so we take the Consecration, and it's not even close. Now here, this is fun. I actually feel like Annoyatron is one of the more underrated cards. Hard to clear, gives you instant board presence, but we're not picking Annoyatron. We're going to be picking the Mech Warper. The fact that, you know, I mean, ideally what happens is we're able to get the Mech Warper out on turn 2, and we're able to get our Mechanical Yeti out on turn 3. I mean, a Mechanical Yeti on turn 3 is just huge. So we go with the Mech Warper. We got Stone Tusk Boar, Earthen Ring Farseer, and a Frostwolf Warlord. I don't really feel like, you know, we're never picking the Boar, so it's basically between the Farseer and the Warlord. And I like the Farseer. I feel like we have some bigger cards that restoring 3 health will help too. A 3/3 for 3. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. A Frostwolf Warlord. You know, it does have some, you know, it does have some nice things going on. A lot of times you're able to, get him out as like a 6/6. But we're going with the Earthen Ring Farseer. We don't have a lot of 3-drops. I think that we go with, and God's Hubris is going to agree. He says 3-drop is good here. Yep. Farseer, you need more 3-drops. I agree. So now this is kind of a tough one. We either go for another Urgent Protector or a Hammer of Wrath. We never choose the Wisp. I don't understand why they even, it's one of those cards that it's like, why is it even in the set? It's a horrible card. You're basically sacrificing a card and a slot for a 1/1, which is not going to be around long. So Hammer of Wrath versus Argent Protector. I think that we go Hammer of Wrath. I mean, we have 2 Hammer of Wraths. This is tough. This is tough because we've got... I mean, normally we're picking Hammer of Wrath over Argent Protector, but in this case we already have 2 of them. I mean, a lot of times Hammer of Wrath is just going to be like a 2-for-1, but a lot of times Argent Protector is going to give us a chance to get a 2-for-1 as well. It's tough. I don't know. What do you think, God's Hubris? He likes Argent. You know what? I'm going to defer to God's Hubris. I love Hammer of Wrath. I already have 2 of them. We'll go for... we got a Spellbreaker, an Ogre Magi, and a Shielded Minibot. I like Shielded Minibots. I think that they're just the workhorses. So I think that we go with a Shielded Minibot. Spellbreaker isn't horrible. Spellbreaker is actually going to get us out of some trouble. I definitely like the Spellbreaker Silence better than the Owl. We've got 5 more picks after this. We don't really have a lot of ways to get to turn that egg into a 4/4, which is kind of troublesome. We go with a Minibot again. Oh, I missed it, God's Hubris. I didn't see I didn't see your advice before actually clicking on it. I was pretty much on the fence there. So between Stamping Coda and Sludge Belcher, destroy a random enemy minion with 2 or less attack is what the Stamping Coda gets to do. Sludge Belcher is a taunt that that summons a 1/2 slime. They're both really good cards. The Mana Addict is just nothing. I think that we go with the Stampeding Kodo here. We're not really going for a control deck, and that's what Belcher's trying to do is control your opponent. I think we're going for 2-for-1 trades, a lot of like 2-for-1 trades, and that Kodo is gonna help quite a bit. So then we got another Argent Protector. Really, are we really going for another? Are we really going for another Argent Protector? I think so. Yeah, I mean, Argent Protector is such a badass card, 2/2, that gives another friendly a Divine Shield. We're just going to have Divine Shields going over and over and over. So, yeah, I think that we do Argent Protector here. Oh, and Silverhand Knight is a great card. I mean, Silverhand Knight is close. I don't know. And then Crashbug says, I actually like Avenge here. Avenge isn't horrible. I mean, we've got a lot of, Avenge has, Avenge has synergy with the egg. We like that. And Micro Machine is going to be much stronger in this deck than it otherwise would with all the Divine Shields that we've got going. I'd probably pick Micro Machine anyway. Double a minion's attack or a Sludge Belcher. Blessed Champion or Sludge Belcher. I think it's a Sludge Belcher. I mean, a lot of times you're going to be sitting here just holding Blessed Champion, just staring at it without really a good card to, you know, play it on. I think that we go with the Sludge Belcher, and this is it. This is our deck. This is what we got, guys. And they don't like the they don't like the last pick.
What was the last pick?
Sorry there, boys.
What was the last one?
Okay. They liked the Sunwalker. I don't like Sunwalkers. A 6 with Divine Shield. Okay, so here we go. We kind of take stock in what we're doing here. We got a lot of 2-drops, a lot of Divine Shields, and we can pop Divine Shields on a lot of different things. We've got, you know, some damage, direct damage with the Hammers of Wrath. We've got that Avenging Wrath too that can kind of come down. Win predictions. I predict 8. Good luck. Predict 8 wins. I don't want to jinx myself. Screw it. I'm gonna jinx myself. I predict 12. I think we got a 12 winner here, boys. This is it. 12 win run. Ready? And here we go. The 0-0. The 0-0 matchup. If we can't win this, it's bad news. Guys, thanks for joining. I do love me some Hearthstone. Play for the tempo, man. Just out-tempo them. God's Hubris, can you explain exactly what people mean when they say tempo? I mean, you know, basically we're talking about... Okay, Avenging Wrath. This isn't so shabby. We're going to go ahead and take out both of those and keep the Bloodsail Raider and the Argent Protector. So if I understand tempo right, I mean basically you're trying to race them and keep their board clear and just get them down to nothing before they even really get to their 7 and 8 and 9 drops. I think, if I understand what you're talking about, you're not so worried about card advantage. You're just really trying to make them try to react with what you're putting down. But maybe, you know, God's Hubris, can you give me just a good definition of what exactly people mean when they talk about tempo? That's not exactly what we want to see. You know, we'd really prefer to see like a 3-drop here, a better 2-drop. Than the Bloodsail Raider, but basically what we're doing here is we're going coin Bloodsail Raider, and then we're going to be going Argent Protector and try to give the Bloodsail Raider Divine Shield. If he decides to swap his gnome and waste his turn 2 by popping on a dagger and taking down the Bloodsail Raider, I'm okay with that. Okay, so that is pretty much the perfect card for us here. Being able to pop down that shielded mini bot. He's going to have to you know, waste his dagger on taking down the Divine Shield. Then he's going to probably put down something that, you know, hopefully is like a 3-2 here. And we're going to be able to just pop another Divine Shield on the bot. And with any luck, we get a nice start here. So switching an Arcane Golem with a shielded mini-bot. I am perfectly happy with that trade. Pop in the Iron for Grizzly. And I think that, I mean, anytime you see someone trade a 4-2 with a 2-2, you just, I mean, that was horrible. An Arcane Golem shouldn't even be in his deck. So this is going to be a win. I mean, unless we get really unlucky here, I just don't see it. We've got some great 5-card drops here. We're going to be able to, we're going to be able to pop some Divine Shields on, one of these 5 drops. We'll play the Sludge Belcher. And next turn, we're coming out probably with a Argent protecting the Sludge Belcher.
Special delivery.
Well, that kind of hurts. That's not so great. Oh, that's kind of fun. So we can... We could just do a... I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give the slime +3 attack. And then we're going to give him Divine Shield. And we're going to play an Acolyte of Pain. And we're going to come over and just hit him in the face. And we're going to expect the Bomb Lobber to have to actually do something. Gonna swap the slime with a Bomb Lobber, probably. Look at God's hubris. Imagine if you had Sea Giant with all these Argent Protectors. Holy Jesus. I can't even imagine, man. I can't even imagine how beautiful it would be. How wonderful that would be. But I like it. I like our spot. Oh. And this is even better. We got LP Fan. Thanks for joining us, dude. Not sure if you remember me from playing online poker. Let me think. When were we playing, LP? This is Tempo right here. Okay, so the fact that he puts a 1/4 here is like, thank you, buddy. We go ahead and pop him to draw a card. And this is just beautiful. We go ahead and destroy this dude. We've got a 1/1 in front of him, so let's pop out that Micro Machine and take that. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to win this next turn. I mean, he's just... Yeah, good game. No way you lose here. Did you play as a LP Fan? Oh, Jesus. What did he just do? Again, yeah, so that's it. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all other creatures. I mean, here we're just doing a... We're just doing an Avenging Wrath. Yeah, it's done.
I am the blade.
Little con. Oh, that's actually. It buys him a second. Just a second. That buys him a turn, right? Oh, wow. I guess not. It would have bought him a turn if he had played it well. And instead, he decides to just hit me in my face instead of. So we consecrate, and we got a winner. Good start.
Well played.
Well played, buddy. You got some thoughts on that, God's Hubris? So God's Hubris is my Hearthstone coach here. Two hot dogs. We got 2 hot dogs here. This is my dinner tonight.
Ugh,
They're delicious. And they're not hot dogs, they're brats. Well, LP fan, it's good to see you, man. And yeah, played versus a fish. I mean, that was... I knew, like we all knew we were going to win as soon as he played that 3-drop and swapped the 4-2 with a 2-2. It just doesn't make any sense. I can't complain, LP fan. I took down a 3rd bracelet this last summer, so I don't get to really complain about my luck for another 20 years. Life is good. Living in Vegas, playing down on the Strip, and now I'm twitching. Loving twitching. Let's go for the next round. Are you playing a lot of? Are you twitching a lot of Hearthstone these days, LP fan? I mean, I love LP fan, man. I love Hearthstone. I think it's so much fun, and I just feel like the gamification parts of it, it just, I'll tell you, Hearthstone kind of makes me sad about. It kind of makes me sad about what Magic could be. If Wizards and Hasbro were just to look at like Activision Blizzard and see how like what they're doing to make this game so much fun, you know, I feel like such a degen when I like load up a Magic the Gathering draft. You know, it's just such a degen thing to do. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't like the Acolyte of Pain here, but I don't. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just mulligan all 3 of them. You know, Crashbug, I was actually watching Hafu's stream the other day with Staples. So it looks like she kind of has a pretty good poker coach. But I would certainly be willing to, you know, give poker ideas to anybody who wants them. God's hubris. Yeah, LP fan, I'll definitely check out your stream. I'm a big Magic fan. I've been playing that since I was 12. So what do we do here? Nothing. There's nothing to do. So we're going for a Mech Warper, and then we'll Argent Protect the Mech Warper here, I think. And that's actually a pretty good card to get here, because now instead of Divine Shielding the Mech Warper, we have a newer and better target, the Micro Machine. See, you know, the Ben 10K says, my only issue with Hearthstone is the money needed to play competitive. And, I mean, well, this is going to be kind of a tough spot. I think that now what we do, we change our game plan here, and we go ahead and Divine Shield the Mech Warper, take this guy out, and then play the Micro Machine. Now, so the Ben 10K, Ben, I think that, I mean, when you compare the amount of money that it takes to play Hearthstone versus, you know, Magic, it's not even close. I mean, Magic is such a suck. Even when you're, you know, even when you're top tier, it's so hard to go infinite. Whereas, you know, Hearthstone, you just log in, do your dailies, and it's awesome. Okay, so tough decision here. You know, we could take him out. We could pop the Blessing of Might on our Micro Machine and just take out the Water Elemental. We also could pop down an Iron for a Grizzly and, you know, start just bashing the Mage in their face. It's a tough one. This is a tough one.
Let me think.
We play the Iron Fur Grizzly.
Move quickly. Let me think.
Yeah, I think they were just gonna. And this is awesome. I need to start paying attention to chat because it turns out that God's Hebrew suggested I do the exact same thing and then draw the sword. So yeah, we have the 5-drop next turn. We're feeling okay about this. We're not...
Squire, attend me.
We don't really have to worry about a board clear until the flame. We're not in flame strike range here. We're just gonna start hitting him in the face and hope to kill him before. I mean, we might be able to get him before he even hits turn 7. So, so chaunt. It's a good game to get your anger out. Dutch. Just keep bashing him in the face. I think that's it's pretty funny. Okay, so here we go ahead and take out the Snow Chugger. And do we... 4, 6... We're looking at 10 points of damage, just popping him in the head.
Let me think.
We can take out the Farseer with our Silverhand Knight, and then do 6 points of damage. I think that we're just gonna face him. Just hope to race him to turn 7. A Flame Strike is pretty devastating here, but I think that yeah. So God's Hebrews, exactly. He has to react to me, and he's 1 turn from Flame Strike. So I think. We don't really need to start worrying about. I think we just keep on just facing, and hoping to have somewhere to go with it. So at this point, I think we just do the face again, and he's going to be in a spot where he's going to have to trade 2 of these guys. Well, he could probably. I mean, if he has a Flame Strike, we hate it. If he has a Flame Strike, we hate it. But I think that we try to get him down as far as we can and draw the sword. We'll pop the Lord of the Arena just to maybe slow him down a little bit. So, LP fan, you ever are you going to be coming through Vegas at all this summer? If you play Magic, they've got that pretty cool that Grand Prix coming up, which looks just amazing. Okay, so now it's time to time to draw the sword. Ugh. So we go ahead and pop down a Frost Elemental. We'll freeze this guy, and we will pop Divine Shield on the Elemental. I think that we're in pretty good shape here.
It's time for a little blood.
Anticipation commencing.
So it looks like this is a win. Well, maybe not. What do we do? I mean, we've got to take this guy out. We'll hit him in the face. Play this guy. Play an Acolyte of Pain. We'll keep the Bloodsail Raider around just in case he does have that Flame Strike. Okay, so he gives me an egg. Ugh. Not too shabby, guys. So we'll play that guy. We'll go ahead and go for a new. We'll go for the egg. And at this point, do we just play the Bloodsail Raider? I think we do. We'll play the Bloodsail Raider. We're going to lose the Belcher. We're going to lose the Belcher to the Berserker. And then we would be losing the 1/2 Slime. Probably lose that to the Piloted Shredder. I don't know. Maybe we're better off. You know, if he had a Flame Strike, I feel like he would have already played it. So let's just see what happens. I mean, interesting. Is he gonna just face here with the? No. Okay, well done. Oh. So... Damn.
Reporting for duty.
Shield up. Red alert.
Job done.
Four, 8, 12, and any sort of direct damage was done. Good game. Ugh. Pyroblast, ending it well. Well played. Okay. Defeat. Does it feel worse? So I'm gonna check out your stream, LP fan. I gotta admit, I don't spend as much time on these other games as I would like, just because I mean, you know how it is when you're trying to grind poker, and you look at everything as like, you know, opportunity cost. Like, how much does it cost to go see a movie? Not $10 anymore. Now it's costing $30 an hour or $50 an hour. But it sounds like. Sounds like you found a niche for yourself, which is good stuff, man. I'm checking out your Twitch channel right now. In God's Hubris, don't feel bad to lose to Mage. Understanding tempo, understanding lethal a lot better. Yeah. Seven times legend, man. That's no joke, LP fan. Nice job. So, Long Island, New York. Oh my god, wow. $700 donation, you gotta love that. And, yeah, 100,000 views. Thanks for checking out the Hearthstone run, man. Yeah, Carbon, I guess if I was in New York, I'd probably check out Seals with Clubs. It's not so shabby. Got Brian Mycon over there in Antigua. Yeah, you know, God's Hubris, it certainly doesn't feel as bad to lose. Let's go for the next round. The 1-1 round. I feel like there were a lot of things that could have gone our way on that.
Are you done now?
No. We're 1-1.
Oh.
We're well on our way to a 12-win arena run.
Uther versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
I will fight with honor.
I kind of feel like I might have it might have been better to mulligan the consecration. We got Vankswisher, thanks for joining us, man. Chilling out, relaxing, playing some Hearthstone. And let's see how this is probably going to go. I kind of like the Imani against the Druid. I'm not a big fan of the Druid class. I mean, there's not a lot of classes that I would not rather pick than Druid. I just don't think it's that strong. I guess I think Shaman's way worse, I guess, than Druid. I mean, at least Druid has the face thing going. So, how this is gonna go? We play the Imani on turn 2, and hope to maybe pick up an Argent Protector or a 3-drop on turn 3. Otherwise, we're left sitting here with a. Okay, that's not going to be so bad. Let's pop out the Berserker.
It's time for a little blood.
We'll probably end up trading for the Panther. Does he just hit us in the face, or does he trade? So, yeah, God's Hubris. The thing is, though, I also feel like I kind of lost the game because I didn't play that Blood Sail. I felt like I just felt like I wanted to save something back in case he had the Flame Strike. But as it turns out, if I would have played that Blood Sail, we win the game. So maybe it's one of those situations where I was kind of scared of the flush that he didn't have. I think that was our game to win.
Let me think.
So what do we do here? I mean, do we just trade? I think we just go ahead and trade here. I mean, trading a 3-2 for a 2-3 isn't horrible. And we're going to go ahead and play the reinforcement. Do we trade or just hit him in the face?
Move quickly.
Let's go ahead and trade. A lot of times I think that our turn 4 is going to look a lot better. We're going to hopefully be able to... I don't know, we'll see. It does feel like they always have Flame Strike. I mean, like, that's the whole point of playing a mage is so that you can Flame Strike. So, I mean, I don't really like trading a Blessing of Might for a 2-2. I think that what we're going to do here is summon another reinforcement and pop out the Bloodsail Raider. Seems reasonable, and hit him in the face. Cyaxis, I'd have to check the Hinded mob, and it doesn't count online. Probably somewhere between like 2.5 mil and 3. Of course, those are tournament winnings, so it's not real winnings. You know, it's not like you've got a safe somewhere with your tournament winnings in it. A lot of those are going to be backed too. So, but on paper, I'm on paper, I'm a millionaire. Super Jake J88, what's up, man? Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, I don't do a lot of Hearthstone. I'm just definitely a Hearthstone fish. Probably have less than 50 arena runs under my belt. I do have a 12-win run though, and you know, coming at it from a what are we doing now? Jesus, what are we gonna do here? So many options. We can play a Sludge Belcher, kind of force him to deal with it, but we still have to worry about this Druid of the Claw. Jesus. We play a Silverhand Knight. We can... We're not going to be able to really... I don't know. We could do a 2-for-1 here. I think that we just play the Sludge Belcher, and that's it. We don't do anything else. We don't swing at him. We just... In the turn. Feels like a weak turn, but I don't really see what else to do. Yeah, Super Jake, March Madness. I know, Vegas is crazy. Vegas is crazy right now. There's so many people on the strip. Yeah, so winnings don't reflect buy-ins. A lot of times you're gonna, you know, some of these guys with like 5 or 6 million in winnings are, you know, way losing, you know, because they'll have like 2 1-drops that they didn't cash in and a bunch of high rollers. You know, those tournaments, the tournament buy-ins add up pretty quick. Okay, so that doesn't really hurt me too much. I'm sitting here on a consecration, so I mean, all these little imps that he's going to be coming out with, I'm fine with. I'll be able to deal with, you know, I'll be able to deal with them. Yeah, so other games I like playing. I love Magic. I feel like I'm pretty close to being, you know, to being able to go infinite at Magic. You know. Maybe not in the drafts. I don't know that anybody's good enough to go infinite on drafts, but man, the more he plays, the more I'm just loving this consecration. I don't think that we're going to give him. I just don't really feel like waiting too much longer for this consecration. I think that we just go ahead and hit him with a Sludge Belcher. Hit him with one of my recruits. Consecrate. Play the egg. And hit him with the face for the rest of it.
Excuse me. The battle.
Go ahead and take that guy out. Hit him in the face and play an egg. So yeah, Trestle, we're using XSplit. I'll check out Twitch Plus. I'm gonna actually write down a note to make sure to check it out. So I love having that egg out with the Blessing of Might. We've got a nice way to actually turn him into a nice attacker. We've got the board. We're not really looking at much of a card disadvantage here. So I think that we've got a win here, you guys. After you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to all minions. Okay. Let's pop out a Sludge Belcher. We'll give that Sludge Belcher Divine Shield, and let's go ahead and I feel like we can just take that guy out, hit him in the face, which is just fine. We've got the board by a long shot, and I'm really liking our position here. What do you think, Coach? What do you think, God's Hubris? LP fan, would you say you or Dave Williams is better at Magic? I'm gonna say David Williams is better than Magic, and it's not even close. Not even close. I mean, he spends a lot more time on it. He understands the formats better. I feel like if both of us had like 6 months to prep for a tournament, and we were like, let's say, you know, cons just came out, and so we both had, you know, the same time to prep for like a limited tournament, I feel like I'd give him a run for his money. But he has a lot more experience than I do. At the same time, I mean, Magic is like, you know, it's like poker. Experience only counts for so much. In the end, it's about sitting there and making the right decisions at the right time. So, but yeah, I mean, he's better. He's better. Okay, what do we do here? We've got a Blessing of Might, a 5/5, a 3/3. I don't know. I mean, now we have such a huge card advantage that I feel like we can just... 2, 4...
Let me think.
Move quickly.
I think we just go ahead and pop out that Silverhand Knight.
Ready, sir.
Pop out that Shield and Mini Bot. We're going to go ahead and take him out, swap, and just end the turn. So yeah, I've got so LP fan. We're using Twitch alerts, and we're using. Oh wow, we must have some sort of plan, right? Some sort of board clear. Destroy all minions and summon 2/2 tree ants, and then what, buddy? I mean, he has to have some sort of deal 2 damage, right? Is there? I mean, druids have a board clear, surely. So what do we do? We just hit him in the face, 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 play the Lord, and go ahead and pop out a soldier too. So Starfall. 5 mana, deal 5 damage to single or 2 damage to all. Starfire. And we gotta think that he probably has Starfall as well, right? I mean, he went through so much trouble to make sure that we had a whole bunch of 2/2s, so...
Don't mess with Tusk.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's got it. I think that he's got the Starfall. Let's go ahead and... Well, we can do 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. $10, $11, $12. 20 points of damage.
I wonder.
Do we have lethal here? I mean, that's 3 points of damage. Let's just go ahead and do this. Pop that. Go ahead and pop that guy. And yeah, look at that. We got 2, 4, 6, 8.
Move quickly.
LP fan man, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'd love it. You know, if you're rolling through Vegas this summer, hit me up. We'll go grab a drink, talk some shop. I'd love to hear about some of the stuff you're doing. You know, to make your own Twitch stream successful. And you know, thanks for stopping in. If you know, yep. Thank you, buddy. So I guess that what we're doing now is we just play that Avenging Wrath, kind of see where it goes. And we take his tree out, pop him in the face. Well played. Yep, see you soon, LP fan. Thanks for stopping in. You know, definitely would love to talk shop with you when you're pulling through Vegas. And I'll check out your stream too, man. Okay, so 2-1. So we are running right above expectation here. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good, guys. If you know, if you're enjoying yourself, do me a favor and hit that follow button. It'd be pretty cool to keep on playing some Hearthstone, and I don't think XML is going to let me keep playing unless unless people are actually interested. I don't know. I love Hearthstone though. It's so nice just to be able to relax and not have to worry about winning. Okay. 10 more. We can do this. I like this matchup. I think that I think Paladins play pretty good against Rogues. We've got a couple Sludge Belchers in there. I'd really like to see another 2, so I think we get rid of Hammer of Wrath, see what we can pull out. So this isn't going to be a bad start. So we're going to start with a shielded mini-bot, and then we're going to come in and give him another Divine Shield unless we have a better target for it. And that's going to be a pretty good turn 4. I'm liking the way this is going, guys. I think that, I mean, it's still pretty early, but I think that we've got a real nice start here. Turn 3 with the Argent Protector, protecting the mini-bot again. Turn 4 with the True Silver Champion. Turn 5 with Silver Hand Knight. Turn 6, Lord of the Arena. And we're just going to have more options. We're not going to really miss a drop here. Even though it would be kind of nice to, you know, if we were able to pull some 3-drop here that gives us a better option than the Argent Protector. Wow. See, you gotta love seeing that card. In my opinion, that's one of the most overrated cards in all of Hearthstone. I think it's horrible. Horrible. So what do we do? I think that what we're doing here is erasing the Divine Shield and coming back with a Divine Shield. Seems reasonable. So we're basically going to be able to get a 2-for-1 here. Haunted Creeper. So I think that what we do here is, I think we're gonna
Let me think.
rather than trade the Divine Shield for those swords, I'm tempted just to play the True Silver Champion
Let
and
me think.
take out the swords with the True Silver Champion. You know what? Let's not. We're gonna go ahead and we'll trade the Divine Shield for the swords and see what else we get. Sludge Belcher, not so shabby. I think that at this point we go ahead and hit him in the face, and I think that we're going to be playing an Ogre Brute here instead of playing the sword. Okay, so trading a backstab for Argent Protector, I'm fine with that. I mean, we've got a couple options here. We can play the Sludge Belcher, or we're basically playing that, or we're playing the True Silver Champion. Taking out the Yeti with True Silver Champion and probably a shielded mini-bot, and then trying to hit him in the face with our Ogre. I mean, we're leaving ourselves with a lot of we're leaving ourselves with a lot of like 1 mana. I feel like we're not really maximizing our hand here. But I think that taking out the Yeti and leaving ourselves with an Ogre Brute card advantage, we're gonna have the board.
Weapons ready.
I think this is what we do here.
Move quickly.
And we're going for the face, but 50% of the time we hit this guy anyway, so we'll make him think that we were going for the spider just to raise an eyebrow. Searsist. This is the only stream that I haven't final tabled, and I think that maybe you're right. Michelle. Michelle.
What?
Can you hand me my hat?
What?
It's
You won?
no, I think maybe it's lucky. Toss it. Toss it. Thank you, baby. Okay, what do we do here? I think that what we're doing is popping down a 6/5 beast with taunt. Otherwise, we're playing a Sludge Belcher with taunt. So, yeah, we could also possibly do an Acolyte of Pain with a Mech Warper. It's not really that close. Just face him, and he's probably going to be swapping a Tiger with a Lord of the Arena. At this point, I'm just fine with swapping whatever he wants. We've got a Lay on the Hands coming up pretty soon, so. Jesus, God's hubris! I gotta say, I didn't realize that you were only 20. I wish that I could take you out to like some strip clubs and really show you Vegas. I'm, you know, kind of an old man settled down now. What do we got? Betrayal does 4 points of damage. Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Wow, this would be a good time for a consecration. I will tell you this, God's hubris. When you come out to Vegas, I'll definitely grab a beer with you and take you up to Voodoo. I'm not going to be able to do the strip clubs anymore. I'm just can't do it. Man, this would also be a really good time for a this would be a good time for a consecrate. This would be a good time for 8 mana instead of 7 to just do a Lay on the Hands and just take his board out. I mean, now we're in kind of a weird spot where, I mean, I don't want to take another 5 points of damage from you know, Stranglethorn from the Tiger. I'm pretty tempted just to pretty tempted to just play the Sludge Belcher with the Acolyte of Pain, and then that's going to force him to attack the Sludge Belcher, probably with his Stranglethorn Tiger. Maybe he has some sort of I don't know. This is tough.
Let me think.
I can't do Sludge Belcher Acolyte, so we'll do. So we do Hammer of Wrath and Acolyte. So May, Labor Day weekend. If you're not busy, I'll hit you up. That's pretty much the perfect time, really, Godskeepers, because during the World Series, I'm only gonna have like 3 days off of that whole 6 weeks. Okay, so Cold Blood. He's gonna give himself a. He's gonna hit me in the face. Down to 14 points of damage. And I think what we do is we go ahead and take out this 5-1 with our Acolyte of Pain. We go ahead and take out the Questing Adventurer with our True Silver Sword. And then we play the Sludge Belcher and the Iron Fur Grizzly and just kind of stall for a few seconds. I think that's what we're doing. Or we could play Sludge Belcher with a Mech Warper.
Let me think.
I don't think so. I think we play Sludge Belcher, Iron Fur Grizzly, and buy ourselves some time. Okay, so he swaps the Puddle Stomper. He brings him down for 4. We hope to maybe not lose our Sludge Belcher. And we don't, which is very good. Could use a Consecrate again. Well, we could also use that. That's not too bad. Another Sludge Belcher. So,
Let me think.
I don't know, guys. If we do a Stampeding Kodo for 5, we take out one of his bandits. And then we can play a Mech Warper
Let me think.
and Reinforcement. I feel like that's going to be our best shot here to and then we'll just hit him in the face. Okay, so he takes that out.
I hear you got a problem.
And he's got a 7-5 with stealth. Oh my god, that's scary. Okay, so at this point, I don't really see much point in doing anything besides a Lay on Hands.
Let me
I'm pretty close to lethal right now. I guess I can make an argument for playing another Sludge Belcher and an Earthen Ring Farseer, healing myself for 3 points of damage. First off, let's go ahead and swap this guy out. That guy's got to go. So we can either have 18 points of 18 health points without taunt, and he'd have to have some way to do 10 points of damage. That's what we're going to do. We're going to heal ourselves for 8 points of damage. We're going to go ahead and bring a few other guys here. Go ahead and give the Mech Warper a divine shield. That was rough.
Attend me.
Ready, sir.
Okay, what do we think about this? This isn't going to be so bad here. So, I think what we're doing... is I think that we're going to play a Sludge Belcher. We're going to give the Sludge Belcher Divine Shield. We're going to play a Shielded Mini-Bot. And then we're going to come across for 2 points of face. And I think that we're going to be able to do lethal next turn. You gonna say hi to everybody? You should say hi to everybody. You look beautiful. She ate one hot dog with me, so. Okay, so are we liking our spot? I think this is a win. I think that we got a win here, guys. And yes, it's a win. Yeah. We can just give this guy 3 points of damage, 3 extra points. And just no point in dragging it on. Feeling good. So God's Hubris. I like Sludge, Hero Ability, Earth, and... I got a little scared, really. I decided that 18 points of health just felt like it would definitely buy me a turn, and I was just worried that I don't know exactly what I was afraid of, but I felt like I just felt like he could do 13 points. I don't know, but I don't know. It's nice. It's basically like he gave him the initiative with. Yeah, you're right. It kind of was. It's basically just like gonna try to buy a turn here. Okay, here we go. 3-1. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, guys. Feeling okay. If you're enjoying the stream, definitely make sure to hit the follow. You know, basically a poker shark and a Hearthstone fish, learning as I go. I do have one 12-win run, but you know, we can't all be like Crip, right? Adwicta. I love watching those guys' streams, and I definitely don't think at those levels, but I'm not super hopeless. I feel like if you put me up against like, you know, some 14-year-old kid who just hasn't been playing cards that long, I think I can beat him. So this is going to be kind of interesting. We've got the mage. I almost feel like, I mean, we're not going to throw any of this away. If anything, we'd be throwing away a Lost Tall Strider. Maybe we. I'm just trying to think about whether we'd want to be a Coin Mech Warper or Coin Master Swordsmith. Oh. See, this is why I need to look over God's Hubris. Drop the 4-1 Master Swordsmith. I think that yeah, we could have done better, couldn't we have? But I kind of like popping the shield on the Swordsmith.
Bring me steel.
So I think that's what we're going to try to do. Coin, Swordsmith, shield on the swordsmith. We'll play the Farseer. Yeah, you're overvaluing the Master Smith. I mean, you're right. Obviously, we've got so many cards where it's just gonna not be good at all. And yeah, I mean, looking back on it, maybe that swordsmith's better to come out after we put something else out. I'm willing to say that yeah, that's a mistake. It doesn't trade with anything. It's only good on established board. You're right. It's not something that is good to put out on turn one. I should have, if anything, I should have been coin Mech Warper, Divine Shield the Mech Warper, play the Swordsmith on 3. But you're right. It's just like a wasted card. I have a good turn 3 card. Does he trade? So here I think we do Mech Warper Micro Machine, and I think that we trade with the Snow Chugger.
Let me think.
Powering up. Portal online.
Okay, so at this point I think that we take out the 1/1 with our 3/3.
It's time.
Hit the guy in the face, and do we heal the 1/1? Yeah, I think that we just heal the 1/1.
Let me think.
I mean, if we don't heal the 1/1, then we're gonna lose him to a ping, and we're probably gonna have to lose 2-1 with the Dark Iron Dwarf. So I think I'm okay with that. So he goes ahead and takes out that guy like he probably should. That's probably better than the alternative, which is losing who's my other guy. I guess at this point we're going with an Ogre Brute. Ogre Brute Egg is basically what we're doing now. And I think that we don't really worry about trading. Let's just hit him in the face. I guess if we were going to trade, we'd be better off, yeah, we'll expect him to make the trade for us. So, Avenging Wrath or Lord of the Arena, or we played Lost Tall Strider with a Reinforce. I think we just play Lord of the Arena. We're going to probably get a 2-for-1 here with the Lord of the Arena, or he's going to have to fireball him, and we're going to be basically in the same spot that we were, so... So God's Hubris, I am aware of Hearth Arena. I like it. I use it to track my own play a lot of the time. I feel like it's right on with a lot of this stuff. I learned a lot from, you know, just plugging it in and doing the draft. For actual twitching, I don't think that, like, I don't think I should just copy what Hearth Arena is doing, you know, for when you know, we're trying to learn. But I think it's definitely a site that I can get behind. I'm really impressed with it. It's so polished. What are we doing here, guys? I mean, we're 3-1. We're up against a guy who actually, you know, we got to assume is pretty decent at this game. Are we looking at a fireball, and then he's got just a huge card advantage on us? Does he swap his, I mean, what does he do? He's got to do something, right? Does he swap the Frost Elemental for the Lord of, and have like a follow-up card to come at it? Yeah, I'm okay with that. So he's. So I think that we're just gonna go ahead and play the sword, play a reinforcement, and we're gonna come over and kill his fairy dragon. With the sword. We're gonna kind of expect him to kill that Lord of the Arena with a little ping, and then play a big bad monster. And we're probably looking at Avenge Wrathing. Or we might be able to, you know, play the Lost Tall Strider and kill something that he's playing with our sword. And this is what we like to see. Let's go ahead and give him a little oomph. We'll take him out. We'll just set ourselves up real nice for a flame strike. And yeah, we'll keep that Lost Tall Strider because they always have flame strikes, right? Especially when you're at 3-1. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I love Hearthstone. I feel like, you know, I'm not like... I don't think that my draw for Twitch is going to be Hearthstone or any of these other games besides poker. I feel like, you know, the vast majority of people who are going to be following my channel and watching my streams are going to want to see me play what I'm known for and what I play well. Because really, when it comes down to it, when it comes to poker, you know, 3 bracelets speaks for itself, top tier. When it comes to Hearthstone, you might as well, you know, be playing yourself, really. But I sure do like it. I hope that, you know, if you're enjoying yourself, click on the follow, watch my journey. I would love to be, you know, at that elite level of Hearthstone as well. So yeah, let's do it together, guys. So I don't know really what to do here. We can play our Lost Tall Strider along with a Consecration, take him out, and then we're sitting here with a 5-4. I mean, this is looking bad, guys. It's not looking good for us. I think that...
Let me think.
I think we'll go ahead and hit him in the face, play the Lost Tall Strider, and play a reinforcement. it's really not looking very good for us, man. God's Hebrews. Before Hearth Arena, I averaged 0-3. Yeah, so, you know, that... No surprise to anybody. We just basically gave him a better target for that, which is frustrating. But, you know, at this point, what are we doing? We could play Acolyte, Reinforce, Consecrate. We could do Avenging Wrath and just kind of see what happens. I just don't see a very clear path to winning, honestly. I think this is just looking horrible. It's just looking horrible for us. So I think that best bet is probably just to play an Acolyte of Pain. Hope that maybe he plays a couple of other things with, you know, a 2 hit points. It's looking ugly for us. I'm trying to think what we're hoping to draw at this point. You know, maybe Lay of Hands, Lay on Hands. What do you think, God's Hubris? What's our win condition here? what can we possibly get here to get like really, really lucky? It's just looking worse and worse and worse. Bloodsail Raider, okay. Nothing really to do with the Bloodsail Raider because we've got nothing to pump it up. Captain Jacob, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it, man. I think that if I get enough follows on my Hearthstone play, then maybe Exmo will let me waste a little bit more time on Hearthstone and Moto, and we'll play some stuff other besides poker. I mean, what do we do here? I think that what we're doing, we play the Bloodsail Raider, we shield the Bloodsail Raider, and we consecrate. Ugh, I mean, it's just such a waste of a consecrate, but otherwise we're losing both of our guys. We go ahead and do a little shield here, and I mean, maybe we're able to hit him for 15 points of damage. If you wanted Moto Draft tonight, I'll donate you the draft set. That'd be huge, Searsus. I would love that. I'll ask Michelle if she'll let me do it.
What's a Moto Draft?
Magic the Gathering Online. She hates Magic Online.
Yeah, I do.
She does. She hates it.
I don't hate it.
She hates it.
I don't hate it. It's that you spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
Like, too much time on it. Like, ungodly amounts of time on it. But if you want to play, you should play.
It's true.
But it's getting late.
It's a huge time suck. It's a time leak.
Because I just found out there's a World of Warcraft radio station on Pandora. And I have a cute for that for massage.
This is true. Okay, so what do? We lose, wow. Now, how he doesn't, I don't understand that play at all, guys. I feel like that was a big mistake. I feel like that was a big mistake for him not to start taking out my guys. He's really putting himself in harm's way here. So we go ahead and heal ourselves for 8 points of damage. We take the 3 cards here and play a soldier, I guess. I mean, maybe he has a Pyroblast? Is that what we're thinking? Can we just get away with smashing him in the face? Can we do that, you guys? Is this, like, what to do? Oh. So, Searsus, do you agree with Exmois that Magic is kind of a time and a money suck? Or are you one of these lucky few who are able to actually go infinite in Magic the Gathering Online drafts? I mean, are we doing a 2-for-1 here? I don't think so. I think that we just smash him in the face, make him come up with a plan here. It's looking a lot less hopeless for us than it did last turn. And Captain Jacob, no, I'm not Dutch. I live here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dutch Boyd, professional poker player, and I'm from Missouri. Yeah. What a sweet board clear that is. It's times like this where I wish that I would have just swapped. Ah, buying and reselling. Yeah, that is a good way to make money. That is a good way. So
when you try to convince me you could do that?
Yeah, I remember. So I'm tempted to do like a Frost Elemental Mechanical Yeti. Because the other alternative is a 5/5, like Stampeding Kodo and Sludge Belcher. If we do the Sludge Belcher and Stampeding Kodo, I guess we could do a Sludge Belcher Mechanical Yeti, but then we can't play that Frost Elemental. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. We are going to go with a Frost Elemental. We'll freeze. I mean, either freeze is fine. I guess we're gonna freeze this one. And we're going to go ahead and play a Mechanical Yeti and just count on having more than just one turn. So, Sears, do you have one of those online... That's okay, we can live with that. So he's basically trading one for one, which I'm okay with. Oh, no. I guess what would consecrate? That's what we would like to see. Okay, apart from that, we'll go ahead and play a Sludge Belcher, and we'll go with a Silverhand Knight.
Attend me.
Ready, sir.
So yeah, seriously, do you have like a Magic Online bot or anything like that? I gotta say, guys, I don't hate the spot as much as I did. It's looking a little bit better.
The light does not discriminate.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. You know, being able to take out that guy without having to lose a card. Wow. And we're able to... I think that we just clear the board here. Take that guy out and play the Berserker. I think that's the move. So Searsist, I did have a subscription at what's the site? Oh shoot, what's he looking at? Does he have a Pyroblast? I don't like the fact that we're one Pyroblast away from losing this game.
Red alert.
Reporting for duty.
Good game. Does he have it? Does he have it, boys and girls? So yeah, quiet speculations here. This was what I had a little subscription for a little bit.
Let me think.
And you know, guys, I really don't... I think that we're going to have to
Who you want me killed? Who you want me killed?
take the archer out, come over for 5 points of face damage, and then I think what we're going to do is we're going to give
Not on my
give the Kodo Divine Shield, play a soldier, and hope that we get to win next turn. It's going to be pretty hard for him to clear the board at this point, so we got a winner, boys.
Whose music is that on your Hearthstone, right?
Yeah.
We should play some light Creative Commons adventure music. No?
So Searsist, yeah, man. Imagine if you lived in like Thailand or something, and you were able to just, pick up. Your cost of living could be like $300 a month. So as a professional MTG speculator, Searsist, let's just deal with online. What kind of online picks would you go for right now? Yeah, for sure, God's Hubris. There's still time. You know, you're 20 years old. You got plenty of time to get into the magic hole. Deep into the magic hole, friend. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's just... It can really be expensive, because the most fun thing to do in Magic is to draft. But, I mean, it's pretty hard to be a positive EV drafter. It really is. Let's do it. Let's do another one. 4-1. Feeling pretty good about this run, guys. I mean, I really thought that, I felt the rope burns on my back on that one. I thought that we were going to be going into our 3-2 match. Feeling pretty good about it, man. That was kind of a miracle. Feeling good, feeling good. Let's make it happen. A 12-win run. How epic would that be, you guys, if we just start? Just start it with a 12-win run. I don't think that I think that we have to throw away the Frost Elemental and the Sludge Belcher. They're just too expensive to keep this early on. And I kind of like the start, being able to coin Micro Machine, then throw an Argent Protector on top of it. I feel like that's pretty strong. But maybe we can find something even better. So yeah, I think that what we're doing here... Greetings. I think what we're doing here, coin Micro Machine. Yeah, exactly. If he can't deal with the Micro Machine right now, with what would be a Frost Bolt, so Searsist, I did pick up the Power 9 when Vintage came out. Yeah, look, this is pretty epic, and I mean, he can't deal with it. It's beautiful. So we go ahead and give this guy a Divine Shield. We're gonna go ahead and take out this guy, and then we're really liking our spot at this point. I mean, if he doesn't have a way to deal with it, guys. He's just sitting here without a response. And at this point, I don't think that we're exchanging. We're just gonna pop him in the head, pop him in the head, and let's go ahead and play a little Master Swordsmith and see if we can't start popping these guys up. That's not really where we wanted that sword, but that's okay. We'll take the... I mean, he's going to have to exchange the Kirin Tor Mage with the Micro Machine. And then, wow. Wow, how does he not exchange there? I'm at a loss, you guys. I don't know what to think right now. I don't know, I mean, that gives us so many more options at this point.
Let me think.
part of me wants to do sword.
I wonder.
Hit the water elemental. Honestly, guys, I think that we're just hitting him in the face for 10 points of damage at this point, and we'll play the Yeti. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Let me think.
This is my responsibility.
How many of you won? Okay. How many of you lost? How many of you lost?
This one.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, we're.
I thought you already lost too, and I was just waiting for my massage. Damn. So wait, how many of you won? I am paying attention.
No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
So
How many have you won?
now, 4-1.
Okay.
We're 4-1, and yeah, the opponents that you're getting at 2 a.m. I mean, usually these
Are these worse or better?
these are supposed to be better.
Oh, okay.
These are supposed to be better opponents. I mean, I'm surprised at how this is going. I mean, I feel like, you know, we can pop a I think we pop the Divine Shield on the Yeti, and we kill the... I mean, part of me just wants to hit him in the face again.
My magic will tear
Right?
you apart.
We can just hit him in the face, or do we
Whoops.
take that out? I guess we'll go ahead and take the Elemental out. And play a soldier.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, so God's Hebrews likes just hitting him in the face. I mean, right now we got him down so low that I feel like I'm liking our spot for sure. We're gonna be able to Hammer of Wrath that that mechanical Yeti, or you know, another thing that we could do is just hit him in the face, play a True Silver Champion, hit him in the face, play a Bloodsail Raider, and then we're kind of, you know, really forcing him. Yeah, let's just do that, guys. Let's just hit him in the face. Let's play a True Silver Champion and hit him in the face, and then let's play a Bloodsail Raider for, you know, what is it going to be, a 6/3. And next turn, if he doesn't have like a taunt, I mean, even if he does, we're gonna be able to probably take care of the taunt with the True Silver Champion. Play a Hammer of Wrath. I just think that he's dead at this point. So the only thing that we really don't want to see is some sort of like big heal.
I wonder.
Tempo, you can go face. You have so much damage. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Are you friends? Do you play Magic with Ephro or David Williams? Yeah, I'm friends with both of them. I like to think that, you know, if I called any of them, either one of them, I feel like they'd at least pick up. I think I hung out a few times with more David Williams than Ephro. It's been years. I mean, he's kind of... I haven't really hung out with him that much since he, since he got his little girl. So this is it. Now we just hit him in the face and play a consecration next turn, I think, and then... I think that now we just play the Ogre Brute. We got him on the ropes. I mean, he's got card advantage. He's got he could still come up with some sort of miracle, but right now it's looking pretty good. If he even if he has a taunt at this point, he really needs exactly a heal or it's done. So, on stars, we hardly knew you.
My invention.
He was digging deep. Dig deep, my friend. Taunt's not gonna do it. Taunt's not gonna keep you from a consecration.
Mind if I roll need?
Has a little draw. Another draw card. And good game. I completely agree with you, God's Hebrews. He lost this machine. He lost to the Micro Machine. That was such a strong start that it just gave us. I mean, he had to play defensively for the rest of the thing. Yeah, so we're 5-1, feeling good, feeling pretty good about the run. It's a pretty good run. About seven wins is where you have to be to break even, I think. So we're almost to the break even point. And yeah, I've only played. I've been talking about going over and playing some drafts over there at Panorama with David Williams and some of the other Magic players, or maybe playing some cubes. Efro is usually, I don't even know that Efro lives here in Vegas. I think that he spends so much time on the tournament trail that I don't know. But Huck Seed, really? Does Huck Seed play Magic? I didn't know. I didn't realize that Huck was a Magic player.
You asked for it.
That's pretty cool. I've always been a big Huck Seed fan, so pretty cool to see. We're going to throw those both away. I like having the Blessing of Might with the Nerubian Egg. A lot of times we're going to be able to... and this is looking pretty good. I think with the Mage, Nong, I think that we are coining into the Micro Machine, Divine Protecting the Micro Machine again. I think that, I mean, if he can't deal with it, then we're just going to love our spot, so... So yeah, Huckseed is definitely one of those guys that I looked up to coming up. Wow, and he doesn't have a response, which is just amazing to me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and slap that Divine Shield on the Micro Machine, and we're gonna take out the Snow Chug here. And this is just a brilliant start. We love being able to start like this.
Death does not scare me.
A 2/8. Wow. And this is going to be, as a death rattle, we put a minion. I don't really know what to do. Just use the Blessing and trade. I think that it's fine. That's perfectly reasonable. Let's go ahead and just trade. See what we get. Stampeding Coda. That's pretty nice. And let's pop in the Nerubian Egg. Keep him from having some flame strikes. So I think at this point we're just going to face him, pop out an Acolyte of Pain. I mean, we like where we're at this point. What else would we do? A Bloodsail Raider and a Soldier? I don't think that's as good, so we're going to just
my responsibility.
hit him in the face. And if I'm him, I'm thinking that I'm probably taking out the Argent Protector with my Mechanical Yeti, and then we'll be able to take his Yeti out next turn if we want with the Stampeding Kodo. He might take out the Acolyte of Pain. I don't know. We'll see what he does. Well, the Sludge Belcher, that's a pretty good turn right there. So now I don't know. Now I'm thinking maybe... I think that maybe we go ahead and hit the Sludge Belcher with the Acolyte of Pain, see what we get. Hopefully we can just like draw right into a, well, and not that. But that's not so bad. We'll pop out an Iron for a Grizzly, pop out a Berserker, and pass. I mean, at 5-1, we're playing another guy who's also 5-1. So at this point, we can't expect him to just have like nothing in his hand. He's got a plan, and
Something needs tinkering?
I don't hate what we're looking at though. We've got some nice things going on here. So yeah, so Sean, I'm pretty much a fish at Hearthstone too. There's some pretty big differences between Hearthstone and Magic that make me like the game more fundamentally. I like the fact that we don't have to worry about land and mana screw. I also like how friendly it is to new players. It feels happier, when you're when you don't have the same kind of I don't know. I can't explain it. It's definitely a simpler game, just because there's so fewer cards in the pool to interact with. But at the same time, I mean, to be top tier at anything, you've got to be you got to be pretty solid. So I think that what we're doing here, we're going to play the Shielded Hand Knight, and we are going to take out his Belcher.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Join or die.
So Sears, I mean, I gotta think that, what a brilliant time for the. So this is going to really just pull him so far ahead that it's just, that's horrible right now. That's such a horrible card to see, because now he played it at exactly the right time. Oh god. I guess we're looking for a Consecrate, guys. Oh, that's horrible. Well, we could have gotten worse. We could have done worse. We got to take out that Acolyte. And I think that we just go ahead and freeze this dude to play the Shielded Mini-Bot. We could have played the Ogre Brute, but I think that this is probably the better move. Kaladins, have you ever met Dur? Yeah, I have. We didn't like go hang out, but we've played in a few tournaments together, and it's kind of interesting. I always felt like I've just held over him. I knocked him out of the Epic Poker League. He ended up having like pocket tens against my overcards and didn't fold when a queen came. And then I also took him out of a Bellagio 10K, I think, or it might have been a 15K. Okay, so what are we doing here? I think that what we're doing is just Sludge Belcher, Ogre Brute. He's got such a card advantage on us. but it doesn't really matter. What's kind of interesting, I mean, if you look at how many cards he's he's got 14 cards left in his deck, and I've got 15 cards, which basically, I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got 10 cards in his hand. So, God's Hubris, what do you think, like, what would you be classifying
What to do?
this mage's deck as? Would you say that this is like a mage control deck, and our paladin deck is we're going with a kind of a mid-range tempo deck?
Someone's out on me.
Powering up. Portal online.
Death does not scare me.
Yeah, so God's Hubris, he laid down an Acolyte of Pain at like the perfect time and was able to just explode his hand. At this point, I don't really know what we're doing. I don't really feel like losing the Ogre Brute to just a single ping, so I think that we play the Lay on Hands, we restore you know, the Ogre Brute's health, and I guess, yeah, I don't know. I think we're restoring this guy's health, drawing 3 cards, and trying to get back into this game with something. Yeah, not Acolyte of Pain, Cult Master. Sears, this is right. He played a Cult Master at like the perfect time where he was able to just trade, and, you know, replenish his hand. It was just horrible. Horrible.
Your magic shall not save you.
It's looking pretty hopeless, guys. I mean, I'm not really sure what I'm hoping for here. I guess, sitting there with 6 cards and the board. We've got 6 cards. So I guess we're going to play the Frost Elemental. Freeze the guy who can freeze this dude. We'll play an Argent Protector and Divine Shield this dude. And I think that we are going for a Soldier.
Reporting for duty. Move quickly.
It's not looking great. Not looking great.
Speak to me.
Oh, I think it's already been done, baby. This is I don't think that we have any combination in our deck that's going to turn this around. I mean, it's just getting worse and worse every turn. And I know it. So we don't have anything to up that spell damage for that Consecration. The Consecration isn't going to take anything out, really. We're taking out the Mech Warper. So the Consecration will take out the Mech Warper. Ugh. It just looks horrible. Okay, so I guess that what we're doing here, we'll play We'll play the Yeti. We'll play the Tall Tail Strider.
Let me think.
I mean, I'm putting way too much thought into this because it doesn't... I mean, at this point, we're just toasted. Just toasted. He's going to be able to... He's going to be able to swap the Spellbreaker with the Tall Strider. He's going to be able to swap the Sludge Belch and the Mech Warper for the Mechanical Yeti. Have the board. Ping himself for more cards. It's not looking good, boys. Okay, Ori does that. Yeah. It's just looking worse and worse, guys. It's just looking worse and worse. We've got 8 cards left in the deck, and I'm trying to think if we had all 8 of them in front of us right now, what we would be doing. I think we only have 1 Consecrate.
I wonder.
Whatever, you know, we don't give up. We remember Merson. He's got 6, 7, 10, 12 plus the ping, so he can do 13 points of damage unless we start removing some of these guys. So, really what we're going to do, we're going to play the Consecration. We're going to take out his Mech Warper and his Acolyte of Pain. And we're going to hope for that. What was it? The Avenging Hammer. Is that what we have in our deck that might be able to do like might double as a board clear? So RTK Abudo says the same thing. Consecrate Lord. I mean our equity in this match is so low at this point. What are the chances that we win? I mean, what are the chances that he disconnects? That's basically what we're asking. But whatever, it can happen, right? I guess we could use a True Silver here. True Silver Champion. And play the Bloodsail Raider. And freeze one of these guys. And now he plays a Mage Secret, which is just like, okay, time for Head to explode here. Let's go ahead and freeze his 3/1. Let's go ahead and summon a 1/1. Play the Mech Warper. Play the Shielded Minibot. Play the Bloodsail Raider. Go out in a great big flame of... Ooh! Charge, guys! Yeah, Kaladin, it was over a while back. At the point where I looked at the game as less than 5% was when he played his Cult Master, and that was it. You know, as soon as he's staring at 9 cards to our like 3, here we go. 5-2. Playing another 5-2. I'm feeling okay. You know, if we end at 5-3, still not a bad run. You know, I'd be okay with it. And it's not great. I was really thinking that would be able to go a little better. But let's find out. We could still do a 12 win here, boys. 7 in a row. Gonna have to take our time.
Versus Valera.
I think this is good. You know, going Pally versus Rogue. I like that. I like that matchup. Going first, we'll drop the Bloodsail Raider. And do we drop the hammer? I think that we do. We've got, you know, we've got 2 hammers in there, a bunch of 2. Like the worst case scenario here feels like it would be to draw another hammer. What do you think, God? Are you still watching God's Hubris? Do you think we keep the hammer or not? I think you're right. I think we go ahead and get out of it.
The pleasure is mine.
Greetings, Rogue.
Well met.
Okay, so this doesn't look so shabby. We'll start with a Micro Machine on turn 2, protect him on turn 3, and just see what we've got.
Yeah, beat it.
How long have you been playing? Hearthstone now?
Oh no! So I started playing Hearthstone in December.
Oh, okay.
I started playing right after the Gnomes expansion. Yeah, so having the Defias ringleader, that is a pretty good start for a rogue. Sandbacks, not so much Halo. I used to play a lot of Halo. I used to play a lot of Halo 4, but haven't been really playing a lot of Halo since then. I don't really know what a good turn 3 is here, guys. I mean, part of me thinks Argent Protector, but I feel like we're just wasting it. He'll swap it with the Defias Bandit, probably. So I think that maybe what we do here is we just play a Reinforcement. It's such a stupid play, but I like it better than trying to just play a naked Argent Protector out there. But then he's going to be able to... At the same time, I mean, if we don't play something for him to exchange with his Defias Bandit, he's going to hit us for 5 points of phase damage, which, yeah, that's going to hurt. So yeah, let's go ahead and just play the Argent. Let him go ahead and swap it for the Defias Bandit. Yeah, see, I agree with you, God's Hubris. I'm looking at it and it's just like, he's playing such a fast deck that I just hate our spot here, but I just don't really see. You just have to accept it as your only play, really. Yeah, I agree. I think it's the only play. So now what do we do? Now we've got some options here, and man, that Stampeding Kodo is just going to be beautiful next turn. So I think that we go ahead and play a Lost Tall Strider.
Let me think.
Yeah. God's Hubris says, this rogue is showing you how to tempo, that's for sure. He's got me, you know, kind of playing defense here. I think that what we do here is we play the Tall Strider, and, man, I mean, we've got some really nice plays coming here. Stampeding Kodo next turn, Avenging Wrath the turn after that, so we just have to make it that deep. Let's go ahead and pop this boy out. You know, taking out the Zombie Chow is going to heal 5 points of damage, which is okay. I mean, he's gonna have to make some make some changes here. So. Good. Now we get to play the Stampeding Kodo. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with... I guess if I had to choose, I probably would have taken out the Zombie Chow instead of the Rogue. Instead of the Bandit. Okay. So now I guess what we're going to be doing... He's got an Ogre Ninja, which is a 6/6 with Stealth. And we can play... We can play an Avenging Wrath this turn, which is going to break his stealth. Or
Let me think.
we can pop a Divine Shield on the Stampeding Kodo, charge into the Zombie Chow, and then we'd be playing the Shielded Mini-Bot and I guess
Let me think.
Nerubian Egg. Get a little board presence. We'll have 22 points. And then, yeah, let's do that. We'll give him a lot of chances to make... I like it. Take out the Zombie Chow, pop out the Shielded Mini-Bot, pop out the Nerubian Egg, and, you know, maybe, just maybe, he tries to attack with his Ogre, and the Ogre Ninja just smashes right into that egg. I think that what we're seeing is this Rogue is kind of running out of steam. Well, good for you, buddy. Well, that'll help. That'll help you. And what does he do with 3 points of damage? Okay. Doesn't do anything. You know, I kind of like Consecration here. Let's make it happen. Let's just do a Consecration. We'll go ahead and swap out a Divine Shield and kill off our Argent Protector. Hit him in the face for 3 points of damage. And let's bring out the Master Swordsmith and see if we can't give that egg a sword. Okay, so God's Hubris points out a small misplay. If I put that egg between the two minions, you're going to be able to protect against a card that the Rogue has called Betrayal. That's a really good point. And that's one of those spots that I really wouldn't have considered. So I appreciate it. So at this point, I think that we're looking pretty good to win this game. I think that we go ahead and bring out our Frost Elemental, freeze the Burly Rockjaw, and hit him in the face for 3, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. And I suppose also bring out a Mech Warper. I think that's what we're doing here, so...
Weapons ready.
It's time.
Hurry up! Portland online!
So, H. Habalis, wouldn't Divine Shielding after killing Chow been better? Okay, so he just, okay. I give up. I don't like giving up. I think it's not the right move there. 6-2, not so shabby. Not so shabby. And we are pretty close to breaking even, guys. Pretty close. I like the advice about playing the egg between the 3-5 and 2-2. I think that is definitely something that my game could use. God's Hubris is really paying attention to where I place my minions. I keep on forgetting that it matters. So thanks for the advice. It's great advice.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, so we've got a pretty strong turn 2, turn 3 setup here. I think we go ahead and get rid of the Lord of the Arena. We get rid of the Acolyte of Pain. I would much rather be able to have a strong turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 combo with like a Machine, Argent Protector, Ogre Brute. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these cards except the Ogre Brute. Hey, good night, Sod Shant. Thanks for chilling out with us, man. Good to see you in chat. What do you think, Hubris? I'd love to hear your thoughts here. I mean, this could backfire because as it is, a turn 2, turn 3, we're looking okay. Ugh. Yeah.
Greetings.
Hello there, Maddest Bomber. Oh my god, look how horrible our curve is right now. This is kind of brutal. If we can make it, then if we can make it deep, then we're gonna be looking okay. But the problem is we could easily just run out of steam. I mean, like he could do so much damage early. Priests are usually not like aggro decks though, so go ahead and play the turn 2 Brute and hope to have something to. Yeah, that looks pretty good for you, buddy. I mean, at this point, I think that we play the Micro Machine just so that we make sure that we can kill the Stalker next turn. If he hits the Micro Machine with the Stalker and then heals his Stalker, plays something else, we'll be able to play the Hammer of Wrath to take out the Gilded Stalker and hopefully make it to turn 6 where we can Avenging Wrath that thing. Yeah. My Hearthstone coach agrees. We're going to go ahead and play the Micro Machine, and what we think that he's going to do is kill it with a Stalker, heal his Stalker, and probably play some other 2-drop. And then we're going to be able to Wrath the Stalker and start building a slight advantage. I mean, we've got such strong late turns here. If you look, we got the Lay on Hands, which is going to give us just a huge jump on turn 8. We've got the Avenging Wrath, which is potentially just a board clear for him, just to take out his whole board. So here's a question, God's Hubris. When he plays Thought Steal, copy 2 cards from your opponent's deck and put them into your hand. Oh, wow. So he didn't even bother to heal himself. I don't think it really changes anything. So when he plays that Thought Steal, it actually takes from my remaining deck, right? The 22 cards I have. Or does it take from my full 30 card deck? Do you know the answer to that? I mean, I think that we're just hammering him. Okay, so anything that's not in my hand currently, so he can also get discards then, I take it. So if you only have like 1 card left and he plays that card, then he's not out a card. And what do we do here? We either play a Silverhand Knight or we play a Sludge Belcher. You know, I think that we're probably going to be going for the Knight. And just because, well, I don't know. It's a tough one. Belcher's a nice card too. I feel like, you know, he's got those power words that can take out a 3 or worse that he wouldn't be able to touch the Silverhand Knight. And the Silverhand Knight pretty much just would be trading with the Light Spawn, but I think what he would probably do is take out the Knight itself with a Light Spawn, and then heal the Light Spawn, or he'd take out the Squire and then heal the Light Spawn. If he takes out the Squire and heals the Light Spawn, we just kind of hate it. So Belcher. Well, you know what? We're going with the Knight. We're going with the Knight because we got our coach saying so. So H. Halibut says, if you Thought Steal an empty deck, you get nothing. Mind Vision takes from current hand. Thought Steal remaining cards, no discards. So yeah, that's a really good thing to know. Dark Cultist, that's a pretty good hand. That's a pretty good card for a priest. But you know what? I'm liking what we're looking at here. I really am. We've got so I guess what we do here is we're going to Hammer of Wrath his 2/3. And I think that we just go ahead and pop a shield on our boy here, our Squire, take this guy out, and try to hide the fact that we have a Consecration. So he's got 6 cards, we've got 6 cards. A Girabashi Berserker, that's pretty good. Okay, that's a pretty good turn for you, man. Shoot, guys. This one's tough. I think that what we're gonna do, yeah, that Sludge Belcher is gonna get big in a hurry. And that it really messes up my Avenging Wrath too.
Move quickly.
So I think we're going with Sludge Belcher, Master Swordsmith. And do we swap here?
My responsibility.
Yeah, let's go ahead and swap. Because not swapping, I think, just makes it look obvious that we have a Consecrate. So God's Hubris likes the Iron Fur, Bloodsail, Swordsmith, and Trading. Mass Dispel, a silence. That's a card that I don't really see very often. Mass Dispel, silence all enemy minions and draw cards. So that was a pretty good time for it, really. And shoot, he's really he's messing up the program pretty good here. Messing up the program pretty good. That's that'll buy us a little time, actually. So we go ahead and we'll freeze this monster 8/6, and I think that we just go ahead and play the Bloodsail Raider. And that was a great turn 8 for him. I think that he played that before last turn. I feel like we were in much better shape.
Let me think.
This is a tough one. I'm at a loss here.
I wonder.
I don't think we can play Avenging Wrath here, or just... There's not really much of a point in playing Laying On of Hands. I guess we can take out the Grizzly.
Quickly.
Yeah, we do need to set up a good AoE next turn, and I think this is gonna do it. I think that. Okay, so God's Hubris says to do exactly what we did. Mechanical Yeti, Iron for a Grizzly, Hero Power. Oh my god, look at this. Look at... I mean, he's 6'2" as well, so this is... Wow. I mean, every time we ping him with this Avenging Wrath, he's going to get bigger. And I don't think that we have any sort of hard removal here. I think that what we're going to have to do... I think we're going to, I guess, have to play the Lord.
Move quickly.
Just horrible. Play that, and I think that we just hit him in the face. Play a hero, and I don't know. So, God's Hubris, what is MCT? Just spell it out for us noobs here. Armor plating, that's not going to really help.
To battle!
Okay, so mind control tech. Yep. So 3 for 3, and it takes 1 random minion if any board has 4+ minions. I see people try to play around in mind control tech all the time, and it just seems like it's such a rare card to try to play around. But then I agree. Every time you're like, oh, they can't have it, they end up having it. It's a pretty powerful card when you play it at the right time. So I think that we go ahead and take out his 2/1. We play the Lost Tall Strider. We
Move quickly!
play a soldier. Hit him in the face. Yeah. So, God's Hubris, you're right. This is when we really, really wish that we would have picked up that Spellbreaker, because I don't really see a response to this Berserker. I don't have any response to it. Guess we're playing a Mech Warper. But it's looking like this is the end, guys. You know what? A 6-3 run, that's not so shabby. I feel okay with that. It's a lot better than average. Oh, God. You know, more than 50% of arena runs are going to end 2-3 or 1-3 or 0-3, so we're not in that spot. Wow. So he's doing lethal damage next turn. I don't really see a way around it. I think that
Let me think.
I guess if we Avenging Wrath and it does all 8 points to the Berserker. 8, 9, 10. It's just pretty hopeless at this point. So let's just go ahead and pop him in the face.
For justice!
And then we're going to threaten him.
Retribution!
Well played.
Yeah. Thanks, God's Hubris, for coaching, man. I feel like I did learn a little bit here. Let's go ahead and threaten him again. Just let him know justice demands retribution. And then let's go ahead and hope that maybe he disconnects right here. Yeah. 26-9 Batty. Destroy minion with an attack of 5 or more. Okay, yeah, that's cute, Betty. Well played. Well, should we see? Should we open the present? Should we open it? Why not? Let's open the present together, guys. It's like the gambler's prayer. Please let me break even. I really need the gold. Huh? That's not so bad. Look at that. That's not so bad at all. 140 gold. That's almost break even. We almost broke even. Plus, we got to have a little pack. Let's see what the pack is. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Nothing. A little exorcist. Ah, that's brutal. You know, one thing that I really don't like about Hearthstone is I would really like to see better prize support when you actually go super deep. The 12 runs and 11 runs and 10 runs. You know, when I opened up, when I got the 12 run and I'm sitting here and it's like, okay, 200 and something gold, a pack, and an epic card. I felt like, I felt like it should be so much more special than that. And then they do all sorts of things where they make you feel like you're getting rewarded for nonsense. Like, oh, you tried the Android app. Well, here's more gold than you get for a 12-win run. So all in all, I think if you had Coghammer instead of Laying on Hands and Sea Giant instead of I forget what, that would have supplemented your tempo deck a lot better. And God's Hebrews, I think that you're absolutely right. I think that a 3-minion board and a Sea Giant would have been better. The Coghammer was a lot better. That Lay on Hands was just kind of a disaster. And that Avenging Wrath, I mean, whatever. It was a stupid card. You learn, you live, you learn. I guess you play, you learn. And maybe, this is an argument for just Hearth Arenaing every single time, because I'm sure Hearth Arena would have said Sea Giant Coghammer. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for joining us. It was a fun run. I do love Hearthstone. It's a nice change of pace from the tournament grind. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off now. Thanks for joining us on this Hearthstone Arena run. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that follow button. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some more tournament grinding starting at about 5 p.m. So it's been fun. Thanks guys, and looking forward to seeing you all again. And we are out.